Well, 6 minutes. 6 minutes till Valentine's Day. Okay, so happy V-Day to all you out there, to everybody. Okay, coming from my heart to yours. And it seems like Caroline Polachek wants to be, you know, all of our Valentines. That's what she wants to do. You know, she said, no, I'm not going to give it to you on Friday. I'm going to give it to you on Valentine's Day. Because it's music that truly comes from the heart. I'm definitely very excited for this project. How long has it been now? 2019 was when we got Pang, okay? Jeez, yeah, that was a long time ago. About 3, it's been 3 years and a few months. And I guess it has been worth the wait. She was releasing singles for a decent length, like a lengthy bit of time, or at least Bunny as a Rider came out well before. So yeah, there is 2 songs that I listened to on here, 2 songs before an album was announced. I did listen to Sunset and Billions, and I was messing with them. Then Welcome to My Island came out once like that was already announced, so have you. That's life, okay. The first song is already out, right, so I can dive into this a little bit before midnight. That's how I like to do it. Length of this project, around the same length as the last album, like runtime wise. Pang is one of my favorite albums ever. It's a 10 for me. It wasn't a 10 on first listen, but it quickly rose up. I love this project. It's song after song after song. She really knows how to sell on emotion. Production on it too. It's very like, this is a headphones album. Pang was certainly a headphones album. Yeah, whatever. Let's do this.
To my island, how you like me, you ain't leaving. You ain't leaving.
It's really fucking good, like really fucking good. Easily one of the better songs of this year. I know it was released last year, but just in the sense of what I'm getting into album-wise, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. As a pop track, there's a lot of fun to be had, especially with that verse. Like, there's a very intense verse, intense chorus. Then she's doing this shit with her like vocals, like just like singing off of that, like in a few moments in this album. Everything's extremely catchy on here. There is a sense of like playfulness, especially like the Welcome to My Island, just in the sense of how she's saying her lyrics too. There's just like a self-awareness in it, you know what I mean? Like, it's pop sounding, but it's also has a sense of like, I'm fucking with you in a way. Okay, there's a weird part here, it's like this bridge in relation to her father's passing. Or at least it's talking about her passing the genius, but I guess it's her discussing her, like maybe thinking back, you know, on like words of wisdom in a way. Maybe, I'm not sure. Just like at the end of this, right, like nothing's gonna be the same again. So this sudden change, I suppose, in her life, is a great fucking pop track. And I wish more artists were making pop tracks to this level, to this quality. I really do. Oh, I'm also seeing her live in April. I'm very excited for that. early 2000s? Oh my gosh, like a down-tempo shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, I respect that, but I was born against you. With your lipstick on,
Kind of Bjork asking away.
tears to dry. Pretty impossible.
Got killer voice, man. It's insane. Okay, that's Pretty Impossible's another hit from her. Nice little da 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 da. That was working for me. Oh, Danny Alharo producing this shit. God fucking damn it. There we go. The vocals on this are insane. This backing too, I really love. This shaking that's kind of coming in there. The synths that are kind of like nice underneath it. Don't push out too much, right? But everything is really full. Everything is really full. Okay, but I'm loving this like late '90s, early 2000s sound. It takes me to like this certain pop, like a pop track that, you know, again, could have made waves, but then vocally I think it's pushing an envelope there as well. Oh my gosh, I honestly think about it too, just listening to this now, and then obviously Pang, I'm like, you know, when you see those lists of like greatest vocalists of all time, maybe one day we can see her on there, because she has shocked me time and time again. Okay, apparently in a feature for Crack, she says the song she's most proud of. Okay. It's a good song, so fuck it. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, Danny Alharo. Oh, I didn't see if he produced the first one, but he's producing this one as well. Whatevs, bro.
Funny, here's a rider. Said I like him thunder. No soon to be. Ain't nothing for free. Funny, here's a rider. No soon to be.
Sexy back on this.
Ain't nothing. Funny, here's a rider.
So she's been holding on, you know, didn't want to put this on a project, I guess, until 2023. We've had this song for a little bit of a while. I think I may have listened to this once or twice, but in anticipation that it would make it on a project. I'm just nitpicky that way. Not nitpicky, it's just my OCD. I really like things on a project, okay? Unless I know. Unless I know it's a single, right? But, cool. Just reading from the Genius what it's saying at the end of this Bunny is a Rider. This song is just meant to fit this mood of this person who is really free and living their life, not bound to some type of structure or somebody else telling her what the deal is. Like, and you know, we can feel free in certain moments for sure, but I mean like freedom, like I'm a boss ass bitch freedom. This was a part of a 48 manic spree of writing that I did with Danny Alharo. Okay, and she talks about this in Crack Magazine too. I don't know what Crack Magazine is, but you were recently on it. I saw that she posted that. She loves writing for bass. Okay, we're not gonna read all this stuff, I think.
She says I wear my body like an uninvited guest. I turn it right and right and right instead of turning left. The boy your patience is a magic kind of medicine. No regrets, 'cause you must understand. Fairy red, forever fearless and in your arms. So many stories we were told about a safety net. But when I look for it, it's just a hand that's holding mine. I'm wearing black dim on the sudden loss of innocence. Let's ride away, let's ride away.
Hear this?
Rather fearless and in your arms on the horizon. Don't look back. Let's ride away. Let's ride away.
Like a flamenco-esque in a way, right? But then lyrically, though, I do think that this works at this like ballad song, this like love like ballad song, and it's fucking cute. And again, one thing too that I think maybe maybe again this is just bias or how I'm feeling for her, but I think when she's singing, like you feel that proper meaning go behind it. Like, oh my gosh, fucking.
Draw the blood, draw the bed. It's a matter of time.
Camera 1, camera 2. On your phone.
I ain't sure I hold it down. Draw your blood, draw your breath. Skip the whites of your eyes till you wake up and watch me.
Camera 1, camera 2. On your phone.
Set free, here on the
Here, she doesn't have to have a lot of lyricism to like kind of have an impact throughout a whole song. And regardless, like through the structure wise, like the and this is something that's not, you can't always be said for every pop artist, right? Like, yeah, sure, she is dominant with her vocals. Yes, sure. That if you gave that to another pop artist, let's say like a pop, like someone again not connected to an alternative scene, if you gave those vocals to her, right, or to them, already would have this like something very shining, you know, standing out. But then you also have this type of production, or like going throughout a 3-minute track and finding you know, something new is coming into the mix. Like it's impressive. This is very impressive stuff. And it's okay. Let's go. More of a house vibe for this one. Relatively, this is still a fun track. Like, this one's moving into a more of a house angle on here. Very loud beat, much more of an intense beat on this one. Honestly, I think this song compared to all the other ones. That takes more focus, or even how loud that is in comparison to Caroline. But regardless, the chorus on this is still pretty fucking catchy, especially when she says "feel my embrace." Like, oh my gosh. So at the end of the day, I'm not having any problems with this project right now. None. I'm not having any problems really. And I know that I'm, like, right now, and this is how it goes with many albums, especially if I really like them, I'm like, okay, I can't wait until multiple times of listening to this, because I want it to sink in already. I want my brain to already know that it likes this. You know, I don't have to, like, go through all this shit. But, okay. I'm happy. Grimes and... Yo, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, yo. Dido being on this totally makes sense to the sound I've been hearing from these other tracks. Dido being on this makes a lot of sense.
We're
really getting the D&D vibes. Okay. The guitar here is genius, and it working with the drum and bass, the in the back there too.
traveling through the dark, lost but I'm free. I'm looking for something that nobody else can see. Under all the tears are all I need.
Okay, and Dido comes in at the end. Okay, I still like this song. Okay, I love that guitar that's on there. Instantaneous hook from Caroline. Drum and bass vibes are cool. Grimes part at the start, very cool what she's doing vocally in there. At least Grimes is really having this personality, or I feel like she's really committed to this feeling of this track. You know, the Dido stuff doesn't really ruin this track or anything, right? But I'm just saying there's a lull in energy when Dido comes on. And the only reason why that is, I think, is it's just not integrated with every other parts of the track, really. That's how I was feeling, at least.
Look at you in diamond bows. I know the mode is lethal. Say you wanna show me a place, the place is here, the here is inside you. Lying at the foot of the Linden, an able ring invented you. Need nothing but the sun and set our eyes, paint the picture. Your blood and butter, holy water. Dive through your face to the sweetest underneath. Call you up, nothing to say. No, I don't need no entertaining. Closer than you're
What's it in your knee tattoo? Yeah, Blood and Butter, I'm messing with this track. I mean, loving the change-ups happening there at the end as well. We have a good minute and a half of things happening here. When the the lyrics are over. This chorus with the acoustics, this chorus seems so 2000s. I mean, really feeling like she's taking from things that would have been very, you know, like catchy-wise, very sugary stuff, for sure. But it works. It really works. It really does. Just reading here what the song's about, and that kind of makes sense. I was just saying that this is another one of those love kind of ballady type songs that I was kind of feeling with Sunset being. And yeah, apparently this song is about this like spiral. That's what it says. It's from The Guardian. So like things are moving upwards, like the sensation, the pleasures of when you're with someone. And I guess what she was trying to suggest is that you don't always get these feelings all the time. right? So like really intensely realizing that you're feeling that, and being like, wow, like this, really living inside of that pleasure, because like the song in a way is trying to capture that. This is what that feeling is. Put that in a bottle. Okay.
Starlight in a tunnel, kind of familiar. Silver mean was lost, fell apart our bones. May never be
Good. Okay, so certainly variety on this project. Track 9 really slowing down, very moody. Still having a deep ambient to that feeling, but vocally it's I feel it emotionally. Like I feel certainly a peacefulness that comes, making me sad for like hitting me emotionally, and when I'm not even really analyzing those lyrics on that listen, it's that's kind of a that's cool. Sometimes music can be able to do that. You don't have to click into real meaning as to why something makes you sad, but simply the sound of it alone was able to trigger something in me.
Earth was silent, London fell asleep. She dreamed of a winter where you appeared to me.
First person that comes to mind is PJ Harvey when I hear this.
There you were, with your mirror, shining the world all over me. So that after you're gone, I could hold on to something, but you stayed unwavering all over me. There I was with my
Strings come in. This is one of the best songs on here, easily, right up the gate. So much layers, so many layers, so many things happening to make this song come together. Smoke, I still think it's great. Production is definitely where it impacts the most. Right? Clicking drums on there. I would say this is my least favorite song when it comes to her performance, probably. Most likely, just in the sense of the na-na-nas take a large chunk of this, and then just having the least impactful, the verses here, like the smoke verse is just smoke verse. It's good still. It's still good. It's still great. But I just have to put in you know, comparison to everything I've heard here. It's probably one of the least impactful. Okay, Billions. I've heard the song before, but it's been a while. You know, waiting for this album, and also not knowing that an album was coming out. So. Okay, so great song, fantastic track. Yeah, it's got a weird clunky beat to it that I do think is quite engaging, but strange for her. Choir at the end, which is also kind of odd, but I'm really enjoying what she's doing vocally here though as well. Chorus wise, the Billions part when she says that as well, raising the voice up. And then also that like say something to me. Weird one to end off on, I guess. Although she's still in like a romantic state here, I guess. Another song talking about somebody, and but this one, it seems when she's talking about him here, it's very like it's much more. It's not like romantic. Well, it is romantic, but it seems much more like this is in that. When you're like in an obsessed state, like you're really thinking about them in a way where it's like, you know what I mean? Like if you can ever get into the state of thinking about someone and you're like, you know, changes what you're thinking or how you're thinking for that certain moment, makes you feel, I guess in a way, like it's a drug that's overtaking you, really. One that you're not gonna, I guess, get too fucked up off of or too hungover potentially in that state. You know what I mean? And it's still ending like on a positive note, especially with the just repeating that I never felt so close to you. So that's what we're ending the album off of too, is something obviously showcasing this big sense of intimacy. I'm just learning too that I guess that this song was written during the time, or they're saying, where did I find this? Because I accidentally clicked on something. Okay, given this album came soon after her divorce from Ian Drennan. Okay, well, I don't know enough about Caroline Polachek. Okay, she was married to some dude for like 3 years. Okay, what the hell are they talking about? She divorced this dude, or at least I'm looking at what it's showing here. She divorced this dude before Pang came out, so I don't know specifically if this song is talking about it. That's what Genius wants to talk about, but, you know, it could be fucking anything, you know. It's been a while, I guess. But, regardless, yeah. What am I going to think about now? This album is great. First go, I don't know if I could fully give it the 9 yet, but I will strongly say it's an 8.5, not below an 8.5. choruses throughout this whole thing are brilliant, fantastic. She shines as a vocalist. There's a lot of variety here too with instrumentation, what we're deciding to use, right? We can go on all these songs are definitely focused on an electronic sound, but I mean, at different moments, right? Having bass be a focus, or having guitar being a focus. Naturally, too, vocals throughout this, not just for choruses, strike. They strike emotionally here. Yeah. This is a fantastic album. Now I'm really wondering what I'm going to think about this emotionally, coming back to it. So yeah, I'm going to listen to it a few more times. And then I'll let you know how I feel. Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. This is crazy, alright? This is crazy. January 2023. Slow month for music. And then very quickly, you know, not just this, but Paranoid came out a few weeks ago and really turned that shit around. And now this comes out, really blows me away. Already, I mean, last year we did have Black Country New Roads, but I only had 3 10s last year, and to already have another 10 out of 10. I gave this an 8.5 to 9, because I knew I loved it. I knew it was great, but it didn't sink in for me yet. But these listens coming back, I can't find anything wrong with them. Even the ones that I was slower, like kind of lesser than, the tracks I was lesser than, I just like singing them, I guess, really was able to make me realize how much I enjoyed them. Singing these tracks while listening to them, like Caroline has got a fucking voice that, especially when you're singing them, paying attention to it, there's a lot of different detail to come out on this, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Do I like this as much as Pang? I guess I do, actually. Listening to this album, though, I think it is pushing herself forward still. I think it's more of an artistic statement, more energetic. Like, I feel like the other songs on Pang, slower, a little bit slower with their emotive nature, but this one's a little bit different. I think I have to also shout out Danielle Harl on here, because the production is miraculous. It's miraculous. And then Single Bodega too as well. I think Sunset's actually my favorite song on here, to be honest. But I have no problems, no faults with this project at all. It's like, you know, this is my shit. You know what I mean? Like, if I want albums or music to define me, like something that I can settle into, I think Caroline Polachek has done that for me. I already felt that way with Pang, and I feel that way with this one as well. Like, it's definition of what I listen to, favorite artists. Other than like other pop musicians need to like pay attention to this, because listening to this album too, I'm listening to it, and also to shout out this like 90s, late 90s sound, early 2000s, like this down tempo sound that I was hearing from this. I really was thinking was cool, because that we weren't getting with Pang, and like how that is, you know, I don't think I would say I feel or hear that sound in modern music being released by anybody. So I think that is awesome. You know, feeling Bjork, feeling Massive Attack, that's great. Yeah, but pop musicians, even ones that aren't trying to go into an alternative scene, listen to this project, listen to this vocally as well. Now, production-wise is pretty obvious, but I would really love for people to understand how much emotional detail they can put into a track, not by lyricism, but by the way it is sung, right? Many artists get this, right? But just the way that she's hitting it, I would love to see that. Yeah, as well, feeling like this is an album that is, I know it just came out today. I listened to it 2 more times, and I listened to it once at work. But I wasn't paying as much attention as I could, so. But this seems like an album that is going to be inspirational. This album is going to mean something to other albums in the coming years, decade, so have you. This is an artist's artist. That's who Caroline Polachek is to me. Of course, she has the fame behind her, or enough of a name, but I feel like, you know, I mean, hell, she was opening up for Dua Lipa, if that means anything to the fact that Dua Lipa listeners probably aren't listening to Caroline Polachek, but Caroline Polachek is probably relevant to Dua Lipa's sound. Can we agree on that? Maybe. I don't know.
Anyways, that's all I have to say, okay? This is a perfect album. I have no problems with this project at all. Even looking back, like, I have to, like, make sure, look at my list of last year, everything, and I'm like, yeah, no, this adds up. So, okay. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, put a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Peace.